The other thing that I've also been advised over time and working, with LED lighting for some time is there's standards, there's IES standards, so Internet
Illuminating Engineering
Society standards. There's a couple of versions. There's LM79 and LM80. Now, can you give us a bit of an overview as to what they're about?
Well, the LM79 is the test of the product, electrical, and also the chip test in terms of colour, lumens, all that sort of business. So it covers everything to do with the chip and luminaire.
Yes.
For electrical and light source.
Light source, yes.
Right, and then the LM80 is the actual depreciation of the light source over a length of time.
Okay, so there is actually a laboratory test that actually tests the life of a luminaire. Assumed life of a luminaire. It's not just something that someone says, 40,000 hours, 50,000 hours. It's actually a test
it's all tested, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because a lot of people, when I talk to them, actually do say, where did you come up with that figure? And it's actually good for me as a contractor to actually be able to say to them, it's based on an LM80 or LM79. Now, they are laboratory tests. They're not done on site by any kind of contractor. If a customer said to the contractor, can you go and perform one of those tests? It's not actually achievable on site, is it?
Not achievable on site, no.
Very good. So at the moment we're looking at a couple of an Isolux curve, a polar curve, and a bit of information around that, specification information. This is based on what you were just discussing. That's done in a laboratory.
So an Isolux curve, as you see there, it's basically a plot of how the light is going to perform on the ground.
Yes.
The polar curve is actually a plot of the light coming from the luminaire, how it's coming out of the luminaire, right? So, and the angles that the light's coming out. So the Isolux calculation on the ground, showing what you're getting, and the curve is what's coming out from the light in terms of candelas, yes.
Okay, so if we were to have a light that was mounted on a ceiling, with the polar curve would give us, that's the point, and then it'd come down to the floor. That's the spacing or the area that we're going to cover on the floor.
Back in the old days, before computers, we used to use a lot of the polar curves to determine what type of fittings we were going to use and things like that. Not so much these days. We just put it into the computer and.
So a lot of it's done through the IES file being uploaded into the computer. So this is we're looking at another slide here, and this is the Lumen Summary. And we've got a spectral power distribution. So basically similar to what we were just looking at.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's showing you the actual results of the lumens from the test, and also the color rendering index of the light source as well. So you've got a McAdams ellipse on the side there. So it's showing you what you're achieving. I don't know which particular chip we use there, but it's showing you quite a good coverage of color. So I'd say it's probably a 70 plus.
70 plus, yes.